motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They're firing a deep ball for Komet. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing is Williams. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. To throw, it's Williams. Now the ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after one. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Gibbs straight ahead. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Gone. And it is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background. To throw is Goff.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give them 32 on the play.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful...
And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Goff now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing again is Goff. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw, Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 6 yards away. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
Goff looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake, it's Williams. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. To throw, Williams. He'll find more on the comeback route. And they'll get this down to the 10. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Williams going to throw for it. He's got it at the 2, but he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their 1-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now gone. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He's to the 15. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Here is Montgomery on third and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 24-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Well, here's your ball game. 1 second to play.
Here we go, shot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Blap, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rate now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo, PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new ain't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Here's the Spring League star, Jake Bates, to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow.
At the 37-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 57 yards. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Yellow.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2 seeding.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Down the sideline he goes. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
It's complete, and this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, 57. Attack.
The 43-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Yellow.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Hutchinson on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yellow, yellow.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Hey, 57. Where's it?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Attack, attack. Come back. Where's it?
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Motion man right is Rice. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already.
Yellow, yellow.
Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
That's a tough one there defensively, because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it was 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Go, cut! Value 3, value 3.
To throw is Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Goff.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Easy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Hey, 57. 15.
Mahomes now to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
And Xavier Worthy
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the 50, it's Goff.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta.
50 yards.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
Goff looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Attack, attack! Yellow, yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now it's gone.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
There's Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Goff.
Down the right sideline.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Montgomery pushing his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
So now here come the Lions up to go for two.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that was so close to being a heck of a play. But when there's a free lane to the quarterback, it's always a risk, him taking a hit, if the screen doesn't set up in time for him to complete the throw.
43. 42.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
15. Yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Here comes 2nd down.
Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
Goff now to throw. That is caught. Past the 20. 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
Now Goff. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, lift.
Now it's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here it is, 4th and goal.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Mahomes takes it himself, and he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but the first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Yeah, it's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
I want you to win.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my day I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Matt Prater's been around a long time. Will get us started here. And off we go from Glendale. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. A second down throw for Goff. He'll tuck it and take off. Into the slide goes Goff. He's been around, knows what to do. He picked up the first down. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll get this to about midfield. That's Zaven Collins on the stop. Second and 7. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. First carry for David Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On second down, Goff. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Lions first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. Open space inside the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
He'll get this forward, no signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will do it himself. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A first snap, and Murray goes to the air. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Is Jones. He's got it. That pickup good for 29 yards. Play action. It's Murray. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. We are Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. Room to run past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. On play action, Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Here now, a toss to Montgomery. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the Lions have a 1st and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line. Here's Gibbs. A dive, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fate now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal.
Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off and running from Landover. Chooses to bring this one out. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They give to Montgomery to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. Running on second with Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up for the manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Now a pitch to Gibbs. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
They'll go for it. Goff. He's got it to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. Goff on 1st and 10. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Goff now on 3rd down. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Stephanie! Panther 60, Panther 60.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Hurry.
Working quickly here. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
19 Tiger, Cougar 19. Ready.
On second down, Robinson. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
Come on, set. Trap alert. Go.
Daniels. Got his target, it's Zacchaeus. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The drive picks up here, first and 10.
Let's go.
Robinson on the inside give. He's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
Bronco 80. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
Daniels back to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Washington. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's on the move. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Washington touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st down throw from Goff. Buys time, rolling right. Down the run right, throwing deep. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. 2nd and 3 now.
Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
2. 3.
Working inside the red zone. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Piniero's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 13. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Okay, break.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
Daniels now. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
1st and 10, or under Robinson. Cuts right. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Here's Raymond on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Continuing to move past the 45. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Here we go, here we go.
They kick the running back in motion. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 down. Here we go, time.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 6 now. He finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Detroit touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up.
2 for 1.
He's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one.